What's going on, ladies and gentlemen? Hope you're feeling good. Hope you're feeling great. Let's get it in. Uh, I've noticed when we are born into this world, life get celebrated. We celebrate life. You're born into the hospital. Your parents, your grandma, grandpa, whoever in your family come and see you, and you're a baby, and everybody loves you. Everybody want to hold you. Everybody say you're cute. And so by the time you get older, you now have to go through the human experience. Depression, anxiety, burying your parents, losing your loved ones, feeling pain, breakups, feeling lonely. Now you gotta work the 9 to 5. Now you grow old. If you're lucky, you won't have to struggle when you're old. If you're lucky, you'll be able to walk. If you're lucky, you won't be in a wheelchair. But the minute you're born, life is celebrated. Why is it celebrated when we have to go through all that bullshit that I just mentioned? Most humans go through that. And you say it's a part of life. Why does it have to be that way, though? But when you die, your loved ones cry. Death is looked at as something bad, something scary. We cry when our loved one leaves. And trust me, I understand. We're human. We're programmed to do that. I'm not saying not to cry if your mom died, if your daddy died, or anything like that. But I like to deal with reality. The reality is the body's here. The body's going to be here. Whatever spirit, if you believe in that, whatever spirit that operates the body, your mom body or your dad body or any of your loved one that passed away, is no longer inside of it. Now they're gone somewhere else. So my question is, why do we cry when they no longer have to suffer, when they no longer have to work the 9 to 5, when they no longer have to feel the pain of being old, when they no longer have to be in a wheelchair, when they no longer have to depend on someone else to take care of them? They're free, but yet we cry. Why is that? We get happy when the baby's born, but we cry when someone died. It should almost be the opposite. We should cry. I know it's gonna sound crazy and insane, but you should cry when the baby is born. Why should we cry when the baby's born? But now the baby is gonna have to go through the human suffering, the human experience. What if you was born into poverty? What if you was born into an abusive parents? What if you was touched as a child? What if you was raped as a child? What if you was bullied and everything? These are real life human experience. But we celebrate life. Who told you to be grateful for life? Who told you that? Who told you to be grateful for everything? Who told you that? To me, death, to me, is a gift to humanity. And I think that death has a bad look because of programming. Because we don't know what happens after. So we get scared. You didn't know you was born. You didn't know you was born. You didn't know you was a baby. You're not conscious until what? 5, 6, 7? You wasn't conscious enough to know that you was gonna go through the human experience, through human emotion. You didn't know you was gonna go through pain, suffering. You didn't know you was gonna work the 9 to 5. You didn't know you was gonna stay in school for 12 years to be brainwashed. You didn't know about none of these things. You didn't know about religion. You didn't know about God. You didn't know about the devil. You didn't know about anything until it was introduced to your psyche. Until it was introduced to your brain, into your mind. Until it was introduced, to program you, man. And we don't know what's gonna happen when we die. We don't know what happens when we die. But anyways, folks, y'all be good. Y'all still aware, and I'm out.